According to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, every 2 minutes, an average of 2 and 3 people will be involved in a drunk driving crash in their lifetime. In the following presentation, I will tell you why drinking and driving is a national problem. Then I will tell you the risk of drinking and driving and provide statistics to why drunk driving is a problem. And finally, in this presentation, I will persuade you into accepting a solution to stop drink driving. Alcohol-impaired driving remains a national problem that tragically affects many victims annually. Alcohol impairment is not determined by the type of drink, but rather the amount of alcohol ingested over a specific period of time. One person might just ask, how dangerous is it to drink and drive? My answer is a driver with a BAC of 0.04% can result in a DUI conviction nationwide. A BAC weight of 0.10 or greater is 7 times more likely to be involved in a fatal accident than as a driver who has not consumed alcohol beverages, and a driver with an alcohol concentration of 0.15 or greater is about 25 times more likely. According to CDC, this statement proves that the more you drink, the more likely you are to have an accident, and a fatal one at that. Studies show that a 160-pound person drinking 2 beers within an hour would probably have a BAC of 0.04, well below the legal limits driving under the influence, but is 1.4 times more likely to have an accident than someone that is sober. If you want 2 more beers on top of the one you already had, then the likelihood of having an accident is now 48 times higher than the obtainers, and the driver now has passed the 0.10 BAC level. High BAC levels tend to be in the males aged 25 to 35. Also, they often have a history of DWI convictions and drug abuse. In 2015, 10,265 people died in drunk driving crashes, 1 every 51 minutes, and 290,000 people were injured in drunk driving crashes. The Department of Alcohol-related traffic fatalities reached a low point in the late 1900s. Research also indicated that 62% of Americans exposed to that now iconic Friends Don't Let Friends Drive Drunk campaign that personally intervened to stop someone from driving drunk. However, since the late 1990s, alcohol-related driving deaths have steadily increased. It was seen that through this campaign that it was very successful, but it did not change the behavior of many potential drunk drivers. Some of the extremely terrifying statistics about drunk driving, according to the National Highways Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in 3 people will be involved in a drunk driving crash in their lifetime. An average drunk driver has driven nearly 80 times before his or her first arrest. According to the Department of Transportation, about 1/3 of drunk drivers that are arrested or convicted of driving while intoxicated are repeat offenders. The Federal Bureau of Investigation repeated over 1.4 million drivers were arrested in 2010 for driving under the influence of alcohol or narcotics. In general, I believe that awareness is the best solution to drunk driving. Awareness can start with communities and states by strengthening and enforcing the existing policies such as the legal drinking age, no tolerance laws, and graduated driver license systems. Pediatrician professionals can educate parents and teens about the risk of driving and drinking. Parents can sit the new teen driver down to set and enforce the rules of the road and consider tools like the parent-teen agreements. Research has shown that when parents enforce the rules of the road and the new drivers are for lower insurance rates and or risky driving traffic violations, and crash schools can have police officers come in and do a presentation to help the class. The presentation could include assistance about drunk driving and inform them about sobriety tests at the end of the presentation. This PowerPoint presentation